Let's talk about the plan. The career path our parents trusted. School, college, job, climb the ladder, retire with a pension. For decades, this was the gold standard, the blueprint for a good life. That blueprint promised stability, but today, it's falling apart. The cracks are everywhere. Gen Z looks at this plan and sees a relic, outdated, risky, and full of cracks. They're asking, does this even work anymore? The world changed, but the rulebook didn't. Living costs soared, wages stagnated, and good debt became a lifelong burden. Student loans, rent, groceries, everything's up except paychecks. Loyalty is now a one-way street. Job security is a myth. Gen Z watched their parents get laid off, survived a pandemic, and saw the system fail. They're not lazy, they're practical. The ROI on a traditional 9-to-5 just doesn't add up anymore. The old path doesn't guarantee security or happiness. So, Gen Z is opting out, and they're not just tweaking the blueprint, they're tossing it and starting fresh. Their new path isn't a straight line, it's a choose-your-own adventure. Freelancing, remote work, content creation, Gen Z is building careers on their own terms. The American dream? It's being rewritten. The new dream is about flexibility, autonomy, and meaning. Gen Z isn't afraid to question the system. They're just good at math, and they're building a future that actually works for them. After a few years in a traditional job, a quiet dread sets in. The fluorescent lights, the endless meetings, the sense that your life is on autopilot, it all starts to weigh on you. You're trapped in a cubicle, rationing vacation days, asking permission for life's basics. Even a simple doctor's appointment requires negotiation. Your creativity is ignored, your time isn't yours, and you're easily replaceable. The daily grind dulls your spark, and ambition turns into routine. Older generations call leaving reckless, but for many, it's survival. They don't see the anxiety, the burnout, the longing for something more. Breaking free isn't rebellion, it's self-preservation. It's about choosing your own path, even if it's uncertain. The good job is a cage, not a prize. The security it offers is often just an illusion. Escaping isn't about running from work, it's about running toward freedom, flexibility, and meaning. It's a deliberate choice, trading the illusion of security for real autonomy and the chance to build a life on your own terms. The fear of the unknown is less terrifying than a lifetime of quiet desperation. For Gen Z, the great escape is about reclaiming your life, not just your paycheck. It's about finding joy, purpose, and the freedom to define success for yourself. The stable job is a myth. For decades, people believed that a 9-to-5 career meant security, but that illusion has shattered. Layoffs, restructuring, and disappearing pensions are the new normal. Even major companies aren't immune. Just look at the waves of tech layoffs in recent years. Loyalty is gone. You're just a number on a spreadsheet. Companies cut costs, not people. The social contract, loyalty for security, is broken. Stories of employees let go after decades are everywhere. Now you give your best years for a paycheck until you don't. The reward? Often just more stress. Burnout is glorified, but Gen Z calls it what it is: exploitation. They see the toll it takes on mental health. Burnout isn't a badge of honor, it's a warning sign. Real stories of overworked employees are everywhere. Instability is constant, always updating your resume, always on edge, never truly secure. If you're going to face risk, why not do it on your own terms? Many are turning to freelancing, startups, or remote work. The safe path is just a high-wire act with no net. Real stability now means adaptability. Gen Z is choosing control over false promises, building careers that fit their lives. The old definition of stability is dead. It's time to redefine what security really means. Culture matters more than ever. For Gen Z, the workplace isn't just about a paycheck. It's about belonging, respect, and authenticity. Gen Z won't tolerate toxic workplaces, no matter the salary. They're quick to walk away from environments that drain their energy or compromise their values. The vibe check is real. If the environment's bad, they're out. It's not just about obvious drama. It's the subtle stress, the unspoken pressure. Toxicity isn't always loud. It's the expectation to be always on, the endless emails, and the pressure to sacrifice personal time. The fake "we're a family" speeches, the lack of transparency, and performative support are deal breakers. Mental health is non-negotiable. Gen Z wants flexibility, real support, and managers who coach, not control. They crave honest feedback and a sense of purpose. If a company can't offer respect and well-being, Gen Z will leave, or never join. They'll take a pay cut for a better culture, or build their own. Work must fit into life, not the other way around. The new priority: well-being over status. Gen Z demands workplaces that value people, not just productivity. If they can't find it, they'll create it. The corporate walls are crumbling, and a new landscape is emerging. Traditional offices are emptying out as more people seek freedom and flexibility. Enter the free agents, freelancers, remote workers, solopreneurs, reshaping what it means to have a career. This isn't about avoiding work, it's about curating it. In fact, 53% of Gen Z say flexibility is their top career priority, according to a 2023 Deloitte survey. Freelancing is now a real, respected career. Take Maya, who left her 9-to-5 to freelance in graphic design. She doubled her income in a year. Technology lets you work for anyone, anywhere. Over 70 million Americans freelanced in 2022, and the number keeps rising. Flexibility is the new currency. Choose your projects, set your rates, control your schedule. Remote work proved productivity isn't about presence, it's about results. Like Alex, who launched a marketing agency from his bedroom and now employs 5 people remotely. No more soul-crushing commutes. Live where you want, work how you want. Entrepreneurship is accessible. Start a shop, a podcast, a brand, from your laptop. Gen Z grew up online. Building a business is second nature. The barrier to entry is lower than ever. Career autonomy is the new goal. The future belongs to those who design their own path. Critics always ask, what about the steady paycheck, health insurance, retirement? These are real concerns, and for decades, they've been the backbone of traditional careers. But let's be honest, the so-called safe job isn't always safe. Layoffs, downsizing, and sudden closures can happen to anyone, anytime. Relying on one employer means one income stream. Lose it, and you're left with nothing. Free agents, on the other hand, diversify. Multiple clients, multiple incomes. If one drops off, others remain. Health insurance? It's more work, but options exist. Freelancer unions, private plans, and even government marketplaces. It's not impossible, just different. Many find the trade-off worth it for flexibility and control. Retirement? You don't need a corporate 401k. Independent workers open their own accounts, often saving more and learning faster. Financial security now comes from knowledge, not just a company. Gen Z is proactive. They plan, invest, and adapt. The old fears are outdated. Security is now self-made, and Gen Z is leading the way. So what's the real payoff for leaving the old path? For Gen Z, it's not just about escaping the 9-to-5 grind. Autonomy, the power to choose your work, your schedule, your life. It's about designing a career that fits you, not the other way around. Freedom isn't just about location. It's about being present for what matters most: family, friends, and passions. Work-life balance isn't a perk, it's the point. Well-being and happiness are at the center. Without pointless meetings and office politics, creativity thrives. You get to build, not just comply. This isn't rebellion, it's adaptation. Gen Z is strategic, not lazy. Success is being redefined. Well-being, freedom, and happiness matter more than titles and paychecks. The shift is smart, not reckless. The question isn't, why leave? It's, what does success look like for you? The future belongs to those who choose their own adventure. The world is wide open. What path will you take? Your journey starts now. The new definition of winning is yours to create.